Good morning. Happy Thursday, y'all. It is February, the 12th, and it's 9:20 a.m. So we got 10 more minutes until the market actually opens. I wanted to come and tell y'all so far. The reason I really trade so far, y'all, because it's very cheap, okay? It's a cheap stock that you can start trading and getting your practice in, building that, discipline up, building your patience up. The whole point is building this account from $38, and now I'm at $141, starting from February 2nd up until yesterday. Y'all should just follow this because I just don't want y'all to be putting like bukus of money in it and you don't know what you're doing, okay? Saving y'all a lot of heartache because y'all, if you only knew, and I'm gonna do a video on that too, of if you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna show. It's definitely gonna show. You're gonna keep blowing accounts. You're gonna have like what they call a losing strike, all because you're not paying attention to the details and you're not taking the time out to learn the skill. I'm gonna keep saying that. I am going to keep saying that. So anyway, we are at 9:23 right now. Bible study is done. And y'all, I'm in Acts again. I've read Acts before, but I haven't read it like this. Before I start reading, I'll ask God to give me the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of his word, and allow the Holy Spirit to, to lead me through. And ever since I've been praying like that before reading, it's just been an eye-opener. If you need help with reading your Bible, y'all, ask for the understanding. Because I know a lot of people that I hear, oh, I was reading it, but I just don't, I don't understand what it's saying. Or when I try to read it, I'm getting sleepy. Pray first of all for that to break your spirit, because that's just the devil trying to stop you from actually getting into the word. That's number one. I'll read out loud. Because you know how sometimes if you hear it, you hear it while you're speaking it and you hearing it, it's like, oh, okay, I understand what you're saying to me. So I encourage you, y'all, get into your Bible, okay? Let it be something you do daily. I don't care if it's just a verse a day. Just start with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. You want understanding? Start with that. Let's let the markets open. It's 9:26 now, so let me let this happen. All right, so first we're gonna check for news, like I said. This is my everyday routine. So this is where I check for the news. It's Forex Factory. So we click on Forex Factory. And we're looking for any red folders. Red folders is not good. Just be careful with trading and stuff like that, because some news can either hurt, go against the markets, or be beneficial. You just don't know. So it's you tread lightly, okay? So as you can see, 8:30 news already passed for this red folder, and we don't have as much as yesterday. So basically anything that says USD is what we're looking for. So we got 1 p.m. and I guess around this time, 10:30-ish. So it's probably looking like 11 o'clock. Maybe the charts will start showing you something right at 11. And then I come over here to Think or Swim. So now we are going to start off on a daily. This is exactly what I do every single morning. And I am mainly focused on this area. Red means down, y'all. Those red candles, that means that we're in the downtrend. So this is what we got here. Buyers tried to come up and couldn't even get past this or nothing. So we are technically still in a downtrend. That's my bias for today. I get my bias off of the daily and the 4 hour. Then I go to my 4 hour because it shows you more candles of what it did. It tried to come up, but it never broke this. You see, this was a resistance area right here, because you see it came up here twice, still couldn't break this high because it tapped into this and came down even lower. Now we're still creating lower highs and lower lows. So this is my confirmation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark up on this chart, and we're going to go to the zone of the 5 a.m. candle. We're going to do that, okay? So we're going to mark this up right here. This is the zone. That's just the area, where the 5 a.m. candle is sitting. I usually mark it from, top to bottom. Again, the zone. So I'm going to do it right in here. Mark that as my zone. Did we break above the zone? Did we stay below the zone? Did we break down? What does it look like it's doing? Like, that's what I'm looking for. And like I said, it looked like it's still coming down, but we're going to base these two lines off of our entries, like if we're going to enter or not, okay? And we also not going to trade inside the zone. It's like a leadway. We not trading inside the zone. We just marking it off, and we want to see breaks outside of the zone. Let the buyer show us how far it can go up. Can it break this high? You know what I'm saying? That means we still sitting on our hands. We not taking it because why? The bias for today is down, not up. Now we going down to the 1 hour. 1 hour. So you see what I mean by the zone? So this is the zone that it's in on the 1 hour. It really was not doing much. This was yesterday market. This is pre-market. This gray shaded area is called pre-market. What happened overnight, basically. And now we're about to go into, the open. So what happened? Buyers was trying, but they couldn't create a new high from what we seen last night. And actually sellers came in. This is like a strong little candle right here. Sellers came in and started creating these lows. See, they even tried here, but they didn't get it above here, and they definitely didn't break out of here. And sellers are creating a low. But what we are going to do is wait patiently until we catch a break out of the zone. We're just doing either 5 to 10% or 10 to 15%. After the 1 hour, we can tell that it aligns. That's our confirmation. So it's aligning with the daily, right? We still showing a downtrend. So that's a good thing. We're in the right direction. Now we can go down to the 15-minute. As you can see, again, it's still in the zone. That means we're not taking no trades. When the market open in this area, if it's still like this, we are waiting and sitting on our hands, okay? But once it breaks, then that's when we plan to take our trade. If it breaks to the upside, we wait again and catch it on the pullback, because we just gonna wait and see how far the buyers are going to be able to take this. If it starts going crazy and reach past this high, then I'll be like, okay, the market is having to change of character, but guess what? I'm not trading it. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna wait for this. This is how it look up close, y'all. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it breaks down each and every candle the lower you go. So the 15 is where I wait for my breaks, and sometimes I just take my trades on this, or if I'm feeling like, let me get some confirmation, some real confirmation, then I'll go to the 5. But I'm not going to the 5 before 9:30. That I'm not doing. I'll go to the 5-minute after 9:30 and to see where it looks like okay, to take an entry or whatever on a pullback. This is exactly how I do it every single day. And now we just wait to see. So I'll come back on once we are at market open. As you can see, we got buyers trying to do something, a little something. So if this so happens to try to break through, y'all, we just gonna let it show us what it wants to do, what it think it can do. See how it's trying to break out? Is it just letting us know that it can only go there? We don't know. Let's see how market opens. If it stays under here, under this line, because remember, these are our zones, y'all. This is the zone, and we're looking for it to break out of, these zones. And we're not looking to trade this because our bias is down. The only way I would even think about, first of all, I wouldn't change my bias all of a sudden, but I would let it tell me where, if it is changing direction, then maybe tomorrow when I come back on, all right, let me see how high did the buyers go. Are they now trying to, gain all this momentum to break a higher high and create a higher high? If not, then, you know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing. We just watching, okay? Don't just change your bias. Stick to your bias, and that's it. But that's what we're waiting on, and that bell is about to come, y'all, so just please be aware of it. Okay, there we go. I'm be aware, because, honey, jeez. All right, so look, this is where buyers went, and this is us. So let's see what happens on the 15-minute. Y'all, once it break and stuff, then we could go down to the 5-minute candle and then think about taking our trades, you know, just to see how it closed, because you want to see it close below. All right, we got a break. We can actually go to our 5-minute and see what's going on. Because what we're looking to is getting in on the second candle, not this first candle, because the first candle is just kind of risky because they could come back up and try to, you know, do anything. But if it's a strong close outside, then yes, we can take the trade. Y'all, I am taking the trade on the pullback. It's pulling back. Yeah, let me get in. My order is in. It's good to kind of get in on a pullback, y'all, because you get it for cheaper. And we're gonna watch this trade on a 15 because it's a lot less noise, and just watch how this play out. And yeah, but we're going off of our percentage. But if you wanna do like a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-3, that's fine too. But I go off of my percentage, like I told y'all. And right now my percent is at, it's actually negative 8%. So yeah, I'm just letting this candle play out. Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a pullback, which is normal. Buyers are trying to make its way back. Let's see if it breaks out of the zone, because as you see, it came to the zone yesterday. This was the low yesterday, so, and buyers came in and brought it back up to this. So let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out over here on Webull. Sell to close. And this time I have put in 2 contracts, y'all. So I'm gonna close out both of them. And that's my trade for the day, y'all. We're not worried about what happens after. My full P&L was 157 for today in my 10 to 15 range. So I'm good with that. I'm not trying to OD and I'm not trying to be greedy. But if y'all want, I'll let this play out to see which key levels it hit, so y'all can see exactly why I don't change my bias, and also just to see how the play just took off. And it always takes off. But yeah, stick to y'all rules, y'all. Don't let nothing, you know, because looks could be deceiving. Because what if it gets down here and buyers decide, well, now let's try to retest this area, because remember they came up here starting off, but they closed in the zone. And we don't want nothing back up in the zone where we're in the trade, okay? So what if they try to come in and come back up in the zone? Like now you sitting in this whole trade. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let it play out. Just give y'all more confidence to trust the process, follow your rules, and stick to your percent, okay? So on a 5-minute, it's showing 2 green candles, and this is what we was in and got out. Well, I was in, sorry, not we. As you can see, y'all, look, the buyers was trying to come in and prove a point because they was tired of fighting. And I think the sellers was just like, you know, like when you put in a good fight, you like, all right, you got it. Like, you got it. Come in, show me what you can do. That's what it's doing right now. Show me what you can do. But yeah, so as you can see too, this was a key level. Over here, this is what you call key levels, y'all. This back and forth arguing, like, no, you're not breaking below this and staying below this. No, you're not breaking above this and staying above this. That's argument, okay? This is all that happened before this move happened. So they did all this arguing to actually let buyers come in and, you know, come all the way up here. So since this is a key level, let me mark this off just for learning purposes. This is what you call a key level. Mind you, I'm going to say this loud and clear. I don't really look to the left as much because this is stuff that, already took place, like things that already happened. But when it comes to key levels and price, I'm going to look to see, like, okay, where was the last big argument? When's the last time they had this big argument? That's the only reason why I would come over here. So I would draw it all the way to here. That was the last key level it broke out of. Now, if I was still in this trade, right, hypothetically speaking, I would have got out. I would have took my trade, let them come up, let them show me how far they can get up. If they would have came back up in this area, in this key level, and bounced, like stayed under this line right here, I would have took another down, because now the market is telling me it wants to go even lower. As long as it don't reach up in here in this area and break and create a new high. Because the biggest high that it created this morning was at 2097. So if it come up and say, for instance, it reached up to 2087, if it closed up there, it's letting me know, like, all right, buyers is in here strong. They in here strong. So let's fall back a little bit, sellers. Like, let them have it. But as long as it's staying down here, like below the 2055 and below the 2041 area, watch your candles. It will tell you exactly what it wants to do. Okay, watch candles, watch the price action. And you see right now, what it told us, buyers only could reach up to 2015 right now. Let's see if the sellers close below this right here and create another low, or actually break out of this and go even lower. So I'm gonna let this play out. A chart is a chart. If once you learn how to read price action and you learn how to just basically read your candles, you're fine. Okay, you're fine. But the number one thing you need to be reading is the Bible. Ask for guidance, ask for clarity too, because God does not cause confusion. But yeah, study your candles. Looking at this, it looked like it's about to start arguing again, like going side by side. When it starts going side by side, y'all, that's consolidation. Like this is a side by side. It was arguing all night from, through pre-market. Now the argument got so heated, like we said, and the buyers came and was like, you know what, I'm tired of this. Boom. But then got stopped out by the sellers, and the sellers came and was like, what point you trying to prove? Like, we got this. I don't know what you're talking about. But when it start trading like this, I would definitely be out of this trade. Like, I would not be sitting through it, because I've been caught in it before. The argument, I ain't like it one bit. I did not like it. You had the buyers winning the argument, then the sellers is winning the argument, then the buyers is winning the argument, but they not creating new levels. Like, they staying right in here and just arguing the whole time. Like, it's like they face to face, but nobody is like taking off. You get what I'm saying? I don't want nobody. I'm not encouraging fighting. Okay, just sorry. But I'm just trying to make y'all have a better understanding. But if nobody's popping off, which means nobody is breaking a new level and telling me where it wants to go, y'all all mouth. The yappers, no, we're not doing that. So don't get stuck in consolidation. That's when it's going up, down, up, down. It's not doing much. They just talking. Okay, just let them have their conversation. Mind your business. Mind your business. Okay, and then when it pop off, then you look like, all right, whose side I'm on? Like, whose side you on? I'm on the seller side right now. I'm not on the buyer side. So if you was on the buyer side, like, you'd be like, dang, you're not even creating no new levels, but I'm still on your side. You're waiting because that was your bias. You didn't change it. That's it, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and probably edit this video right now. And again, y'all, go and follow me on TikTok, because I share my daily P&Ls on there. And that way you're following me in real time. You know what I'm saying? You're not waiting for a video to come out. So I really, really hope this video helped y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.